Originally, we can share that the original thought of having you here was obviously to see you dance. Due to circumstances, we couldn't get that going on this stage. So we're going to do something that is actually quite difficult. We're going to talk about dance. Is it even possible?
I think so.
What can you share with us about what dancing means to you?
Yeah, for me it's my oxygen. It is how I give language to the things I experience being a person among other people in the world, and to find my language to express myself on stage.
Yeah, like people do through music and through singing. You say specifically the way I relate to other people, the way I am as a human being in relationship to other people. And this is something that we see in your work quite a lot, because you use very specific ingredients to show us your work. Can you tell us a bit about that?
For me, making dance for theater is more than showing beautiful bodies that have a very high technical level. But for me, it's a way to communicate things. So if you go to performance of Conny Janssen, then you also see that the people on stage can connect to different kind of perceptions. Because I have, for instance, 10 dancers on stage, and they are so different. They are dark and white and big and small, and as if you see the world in a small way on stage. And for me, that's very important, because my inspiration is because of people, because of what I experience around, what I see, and I try to bring that back on stage again.
Well, you talk about bringing that to the stage, but actually something that defines your work so much is the fact that you do not bring all of your work on stage necessarily.
Yeah.
You use the city where you live, Rotterdam, and probably other big cities, as an inspiration and take your dance there.
Yeah.
The first thing people think is, why not on the stage? In the theater.
Well, the theater is the most common place to find a theater performance or a dance performance. But what I also find a very big challenge and inspiration source is to bring it out of the safe harbor of a theater and to bring it back on the street, and to bring it on places where you don't expect to find dance or where you don't expect to find music, and to be infected in a way by such a place. And if you work on location, that's the location work we're talking now about. There's such a different, it's such a different environment that you get influence in all kind of choices in how you create your dancing language, how you dress the people, what your choice for music is, how you choose to have a set design. Everything gets in a different perspective, and for me that feels like you open up something in yourself and you go into a new adventure, and you're not going for the safe harbor, but you try to look for the risk. And it gives so much inspiration.
I wanna share with the audience something that you just said about choosing your set design, because you brought some clips of your work with you. We can watch them, and this first clip that we're about to watch is really about that. It's about really one of the most amazing ways of set design possible. The first clip is from the work called Zout, which means salt. what I was trying to say is zout means salt. We saw dancers dancing through a pile of paper. What happened?
The set designer had the idea, and I explain why, to make an environment that is really confrontating for the dancers. It's a performance for 7 male dancers and a male guitarist. And it's 30,000 pieces of paper wrapped into an, I don't know the English word.
Een propje.
A propje, yeah. So I think the worst thing that you can do for a dancer is to put him on a huge stage and then put 30,000 pieces of paper on stage and tell them that that is the environment you have to dance in. So we also brought that into the studio, of course. The idea, all those things happened because of the idea of the performance. And the idea of special this performance was the theme, how to deal with order and chaos. And that at this moment in life, I experienced that we are scared for that, but we don't know. So we try to bring ourselves back in a group that we can oversee. We feel comfortable, we know the rules, we commit ourselves to the group. We are afraid to be disturbed, so we put everything that we don't know away. And this feeling of order can also be really taking away your breath. It can, and that's what actually the environment does.
You brought some more clips, and
Yeah.
we don't have a lot of time, so I would really, it goes fast, huh? I really want to show them because there are so many different ways of being inspired. We are talking about heroes and inspiration today, and you shared with me that you also are inspired a lot of the times by the music that you're going to work with. And this was a special project. It's inspired on the music of Philip Glass.
Yeah, it's a piece called Vuil and Glass, Waste and Glass, originally made in a big factory where they transform the dirt of the city, so that's the waste. And it was also a place that you wouldn't expect music or dancers. And the music is Philip Glass, and it is with a cello octet.
Let's watch.
This is the theater version of it, by the way.
Conny Janssen danced 20 years of success, fun, hard work, and you're touring now with your jubileumvoorstelling.
The Jubileum Performance Live, in which 2 pieces are brought together, one piece from 2002, and one piece that is a remake of a location version that we did. And those 2 pieces are now touring through Holland.
Well, I wish you another 20 successful years
Me
in
too.
dancing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Conny.
Dank je wel.